Cold Spring, New York, checking out the Cornish Estate ruins. A once abandoned estate now comes to life with a new preservation. I got to sit down with the man leading the project and find out what's next for this piece of art.
Meet Tom Johnson. He's a 67-year-old Peekskill resident who has dedicated years of his life trying to dig up the history behind the Cornish Estate ruins, nestled just under a mile off the road along a popular hiking trail in Cold Spring, New York.
Again, showing English Tudor, Frank Lloyd Wright, the stained glass window that was there. There's Mr. Cornish inside the house. It's one of the few pictures inside.
Johnson first came across the ruins over 5 decades ago as a teenager. Originally, him and his friends were searching for an old railroad, but what they came across was much more intriguing.
I first went up to see the Northgate ruins 50 years ago. I was in high school. So when I first came up and looked at it, I'm going, what the heck is all these stone structures, waterfalls, and all these cool sites? You go into Cold Spring at the time, they'd say, that's the Cornish Estate. Yeah, what else can you tell me? And I just told you everything I know.
The estate's history is rich beneath the stone. It was first assembled in the early 20th century by diamond merchant Sigmund Stern. The Cornish family acquired the estate in 1917 as a summer home, but a fire later destroyed the mansion in 1958. This retired art teacher doesn't consider the site as just a bunch of rubble, but rather sculpture hiding in the Hudson Valley.
I view them as sculpture. The more that we take care of these quirky pieces of our architectural heritage, the more we will, by example, respect the works that our fathers and their fathers left us.
Even with this being such a hiker's attraction, the biggest challenge to preserving these ruins? Vandalism. Glass, spray paint, graffiti. It can be seen littering parts of the grounds.
The biggest problem from my viewpoint is graffiti. And I'm an art teacher. I'm an artist. I will gladly teach you how to use paints and stuff. But I don't want to see paints on a stone wall. It's an inappropriate use of a material.
The preservation is part of the Northgate project. After receiving a grant from Parks and Trails New York, Hudson Highlands State Park is helping to shed light on a once forgotten piece of history. As for Johnson, he hopes the younger generation will continue to share in this curiosity.
Working with the Scouts, you see the positive impact that can have on young people's lives. I think a good life is one that at the end of it has a lot of good, true stories to tell.
For NBC New York, I'm Linda Gaudino.